Today, we are looking at more areas in the world off limits to humans, from dangerous military zones to religious areas said to be cursed. Let's talk about this and more only in today's video. Starting off this countdown, we have Pravcicka Brana. Located in the Czech Republic, this is a narrow rock formation and popular tourist attraction. However, the arch has been severely weakened over time due to erosion. Now visitors are no longer allowed to get on top of the arch. You're allowed to go and look at it, but only from afar. They're afraid that the arch will collapse with tourists on it, resulting in a number of casualties. As a result, it's prohibited to go on or near it. In fact, they believe that the arch might collapse very soon. So if you've always wanted to see it, go make a trip now before it's too late. In our 9th spot, we have McDonald's Island, Australia. This is an uninhabited island located in the southern Indian Ocean, and it belongs to Australia. In fact, this island and Heard Island are said to be one of the remotest places on Earth. That's one of the reasons why no one wants to go there. The other reason is that it's part of the IUCN's strict nature reserve. In order to keep the animals on the island safe, the island is closed to any outsiders. The only people allowed to visit the island are researchers, and even they aren't allowed to stay for too long, and they have to follow strict protocols so that they don't disturb the living conditions on the island. In our 8th spot, we have Maya Bay. Located in Thailand, this is another area that visitors are banned from as an attempt to restore the environment there. Basically, in 2000, the movie The Beach, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, was released. And since it was filmed in Maya Bay, the area was soon flooded with tourists. Millions of people visited the site per year. Sadly, the ecosystem greatly suffered from this. So in June of 2018, Thailand closed down the area to help the ecosystem. It remained closed until I believe this year, January. But if the environment is put at risk again, it might be shut down once again. Coming in at number 7, we have Woomera Australia. This is a military and aerospace center and test range located in South Australia. This area is run by the Royal Australian Air Force, and it's so big that it's roughly the size of North Korea or Pennsylvania. Now, this area is strictly guarded by the Royal Australian Air Force. All we need is for someone to break in and get in the way of weapons testing. That would not be good for anyone. Like I previously mentioned, they own the airspace above, so anyone that tries to fly by or even flies too close to their area will be targeted. And I hope they leave fast enough before facing the consequences. Coming in at number 6 today, we have Plymouth. This area is often referred to as the Pompeii of the Caribbean. Why? Well, in 1996, a volcano erupted, causing a mass evacuation. A few months later, some residents returned, but were welcomed with another eruption. On June 25th, 1997, this eruption killed 19 residents, and it destroyed the island's airport, trapping many others from fleeing. Eventually, this area was evacuated again, but this time, no one wanted to return. Everything was destroyed. In fact, 80% of the town is currently covered in ash. Pictures show homes completely buried with only their roofs sticking out. So now, it's a ghost town. Now, there are some people allowed to visit the island, but the main area of Plymouth are restricted for, obvious safety reasons. Plus, there is a chance that the volcano might erupt again, and no one wants to be near it when that happens. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with Fort Knox, Kentucky. This is a heavily guarded government facility / army installation that people don't really know much about, but it's said that it stores a large portion of gold and other valuable items that the US government has in their possession. In fact, this place is famous for being one of the most heavily guarded areas and one of the most restricted places on Earth. It's protected by 30,000 soldiers, so no one has even dared to try and visit. Plus, it's said to have some of the most sophisticated safety features. Moving on to number 4, we have the Cheyenne Mountain Complex. This is an underground base located nearly half a mile under a granite mountain. It's a massive military installation and defense bunker that is run by Air Force Space Command. In the late 1950s, it was used as a command and control center against long-range Soviet bombers. Then in 1967, it was taken over by the Aerospace Defense Command Combat Operations Center. Now, this base is very secure. First off, it's comprised of 6 tunnels. Each tunnel is 3 stories tall. The whole base is secured if a nuclear explosion occurs. In fact, it's protected by a 25-ton blast door. These doors will close within 45 seconds of the blast occurring, so they are really well prepared. In fact, it's said to be one of the most secure locations on the planet. In our third spot, we have Jeannette Island. Located in Russia, this island is believed to be home to a secret Russian military base. Now, you want to know how top secret it is? Well, if you Google this island's coordinates on Google Earth, all you'll see is water, not even land. That's because they had it removed entirely from Google Maps. Before that, the island was just blurred out, so if you try to zoom in, the screen would kind of just go black. As a result, people believe that there's a concealed Russian military base located there, and a substantial one. I mean, the whole thing is wiped completely from Google Maps, so they don't want people knowing that it exists. Coming in at number 2, we have Menwith Hill. Located in the UK, this is the largest electronic monitoring station in the world. Now, if you see it, the area literally looks like a bunch of giant golf balls in a field. They're not, obviously. Each ball has its own antenna system, and it's said to be part of the echelon system. For those of you who don't know, that is the code name of a very secretive and intense surveillance program. It's said to be one of the most terrifying surveillance systems out there. This site works on behalf of the NSA and is one of the 3 main sites operated by the US. In 2006, it was declared a secret and private zone, and they made it a criminal offense for anyone that tries to trespass. And in our number 1 spot today, we have Uluru. Uluru, otherwise known as Ayers Rock, is a massive sandstone monolith located in Australia. It actually was open to the public, and a number of climbers would scale the rock formation. That was until 2019. That's when it was declared a sacred place to the indigenous people in the area. And people were banned from climbing the rocks. It's said that those who do not obey this rule will be cursed. Also, any disrespectful tourists that visit the site will also be cursed. In fact, tourists who have visited the site and have collected rocks from it as a souvenir have later reported having extreme bad luck. A number of people have actually mailed the rocks back to the site to remove the curse. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. I know these locations are off limits, but if you could visit one, let me know in the comments below which one you would visit. And now, speaking of comments, let's move on to our comment shout out portion. I'll be shouting out comments from the video, top 10 notorious criminals wanted by the FBI. Caleb Vaidlund commented, you should do a top 10 most funny or craziest things smuggled into prisons. Honestly, I don't want to know, okay? I feel like people have tried to smuggle weird things, not just, you know? Paul Thomas commented, time to put on my detective hat. Yes, because if you find any of these criminals, you're getting a good reward. I think one was like 2 million. Dude! But also, it's like playing Where's Waldo, but not the book version, and it's very hard. So, and they're armed and dangerous, so maybe not. But I would enjoy getting a $100,000 reward, so. And Robbie Allen commented, some of the content in these lists must get you down, or have you become desensitized? The latter. I am so desensitized to all this that it's bad. There have been stories that literally shake me to the core. Any like audio recordings of it, any videos of, you know, these dark things, that gets me. I can't hear people dying. Like, it's intense. Anyways, alright guys, that's all the comments I'm shouting out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shout out. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more amazing videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see ya when I see ya. Bye!